Jungsu, do you need anything else? You asked your son from the kitchen, who was sitting at the dining table eating his dinner while you were cleaning the kitchen as you were done with today's work. No, Mom, I'm full. I'm struggling to finish what's on my plate. You smiled a little at his words while continuing to do your work. Dad again got late. It's the fourth time in this week itself that he's not having dinner or even lunch with us, he complained. He told you about his work, right? Yes, but at least he can come back home on time. You went to attend my parents' meeting alone when both the parents should. He's too ignorant towards his responsibilities. Confront him when he comes back home. You said, smiling, as now Jungsu is growing up and he often complained about things, especially his father. You looked at the watch and it was 11 in the night. You still started to think, when will he come back? You have a football match tomorrow, right? Yes. Go and sleep after the dinner. I don't think your dad will come. He sighed and nodded. Jungkook came back home and he was amazed that the whole house was silent. There was no noises and no servants and maids inside the house. He looked at the time again and it was almost midnight. Why is this time never in my favor? I just hope my sweetheart won't be in a bad mood. Jungsu might have slept by now. He took off his coat before walking inside his bedroom, but you weren't there, making him confused. What is she doing? He walked towards the kitchen. A smile appeared on his face as soon as he caught a glimpse of you. He still can't believe that he's happily married for 7 years and so far his personal life is peaceful and relaxing, not like his work. He remembered the day when you accepted his marriage proposal, the day you announced your pregnancy and the day you brought a new life. For him, his world doesn't exist without you. It all started with you. You brought so much happiness in his life. You were peacefully cleaning when your eyes fell on him. He already came near you and was about to pull you closer by your waist when you gave him a cup, making him confused. You came back. You signed him to look at Jungsu, who was still there, and when Jungkook followed the direction, he saw Jungsu, who was looking at your direction only. Jungkook smiled awkwardly. Now he understood why you gave him the cup. You haven't slept yet, son? We got late for dinner while waiting for you and you decided to show up at midnight. Why were you waiting for me? I told you I would be late then. He looked at you. Did you eat your dinner? No, she didn't. She was also waiting for you to come home. Before you say a word, your son already did your job. Jungkook walked near him and sat on the chair. Don't worry, you go and sleep. I'll feed your mom. Jungsu raised his brow. Why would you feed her? She can eat by herself. Already she didn't eat anything. Your cheeks turned red in embarrassment. Jungkook was so surprised by his son's answer. He ruffled his 7-year-old's hair. You're growing up so fast, huh? He's mad at you because you didn't attend his parents' meeting. He's in the football team and all the dads were there with their son, talking to the PE teacher. Oh shoot, I totally forgot. He looked at Jungsu. I'll talk to your teacher tomorrow. I'm free now. I'll come to watch your match with your mom. Please forgive your dad, Bunny. You are always like this, so there's no use of getting mad. He then looked at you. Mom, now dad has come back. At least eat your food now. I'm reheating the food. Aren't you going to sleep? He asked his son. No, I'll sit here and watch you guys. Jungkook's jaws dropped while you try to control your smile. It's 12. I'm your mom's husband, not a stranger, so you are keeping an eye on me. Go and sleep. Yes, Changsu, your appa is right. You need some sleep or else you won't be able to perform well in your match tomorrow. Changsu sighed and got up before looking at you. Okay, only because of you. Good night. He said good night to his father as well and left. You smiled while Jungkook came near you. He looked surprised. Don't you think he's growing up too fast? You chuckled. After all, he's your son. He looked at you and finally he pulled you closer to him by your waist. You got surprised. And you are my wife, then why do you push me away in front of our son? Do you feel embarrassed? Are you crazy? It's just now he's growing up so it doesn't look good. Don't you forget he's going to learn from what he'll see here. Let him know how much his dad loves his mother so that he can be a good man in the future. Okay, fine, now let's eat. I'm hungry. He smiled and kissed your lips. Don't worry, I'll feed you with my hands. You chuckled. And can I ask you why you came so late? Your work was already finished when I called you in the evening. Jungkook made you sit on the chair and started to serve the food. You know my work, right? Even I sometimes didn't get an idea about what will come. I just can't imagine how you don't get tired. Just coming back home and seeing my world where I have two most beautiful people in the entire world vanish off my tiredness. He kissed your forehead but then... You guys are not done yet. You quickly pushed Jungkook and looked at him. You didn't sleep yet? I forgot to bring the water. Came back to refill my bottle. Jungkook sat on his chair. Give some privacy to us, son. You know your mom is shy around you. You looked at him shocked. What are you saying? What? I'm telling the truth. Jungsu, fill the bottle and go to your room. I'll see your dad today. Jungsu chuckled slightly. Wow, you find our words funny but get offended when I say anything. Because you're not funny. Bye and please finish this and sleep. I have to wake up early. He went to his room after saying that. Wow, he doesn't love me, right? You woke up in the morning and found your husband sleeping peacefully while his head rested on your chest. You smiled and gently removed his hand from your waist because you have to see whether Jungsu is up or not. But Jungkook woke up and winced while his eyes were still closed. Where are you going? I have to wake up Jungsu. He will go late otherwise. Jungkook half opened his eyes and looked at the time. It's only 6 in the morning. Let him sleep for some time. He told me to wake him up early and I have to cook breakfast so you can sleep. He pouted and looked at you. You are always in a hurry when I want your time. You smiled and kissed on his forehead. The whole night wasn't enough for you, right? Let me go. You removed his hand and got up before going out of the room. A whole life is not enough with you. How can you imagine a night can be enough? He again closed his eyes and slept. After waking your son, you came back to your room to take a shower. Jungkook slept again and you smiled looking at his sleeping figure. Both the son and father look the same when they sleep. Then you took a shower and came out of the bathroom while drying your hair that you just washed. Jungkook woke up by that time and he was looking at you while a smile plastered on his face. Are you trying to seduce me? You looked at him through the mirror. Seems like you have lost your mind somewhere. I'm always lost in you from the day I met you. He got up from the bed and walked behind you before hugging you from the back. He was shirtless. Jungsu is awake. He frowned. So what? You know, sometimes I think you use Jungsu as an excuse to not let me come near you. Why would I do that? You turned towards him. There's nothing like that. Then why do you not let me come near you when he's not around? He kissed you, but you quickly put your hand in the middle and signed him to look at his side. Your son was at the door. Wow, you already got ready? Jungkook said, quickly changing the topic. Are you again troubling mom? No, your mom asked me to see if she had something inside her eye, right? He said, looking at you, but Jungsu sighed and shook his head before coming near you. You are so childish, Appa. Grow up. Jungkook's jaw dropped. Yeah, I'm already a grown up and you are the proof, so be respectful. That's not a good thing to say, son. He's your father. Say sorry to him. Jungsu looked at his father. I'm respectful, but I always see him troubling you, so that's why I said, sorry, Dad. Don't worry about that. Your mom likes that, but now that you are growing up, you are making your mom feel shy. Me? And how? Leave all this. Don't you have to go to school? You said, breaking the conversation between them. Mom, can you please tie this tie? Jungkook took it from his hand. You can ask me too. Jungsu shrugged his shoulders. I thought you don't know because she also make you wear your tie. That's another thing. It doesn't mean that I don't know. You guys get ready. I'll go and cook breakfast. Okay, but are you guys coming to see my match or not? Especially Dad. Don't worry, I have planned the whole day. We'll go for dinner after your match to celebrate your victory because I know my champ will win. Jungsu smiled. How can I lose? After all, I'm your son. A smile appeared on your face. Their bond is so complicated that sometimes you find it hard when they become friends and when competitors. You left from there while Jungkook fixed his son's collar. Wow, you are also getting handsome day by day, huh? Jungsu giggled. You know, my teacher says that I look so much like you. Of course you are. After all, my genes are stronger than anyone. Jungsu left confused while Jungkook walked inside the bathroom smiling. Like every other parents, Jungkook and you were feeling proud to see your son playing so well. He was selected as a captain of his team and you both were so proud of him. Especially Jungkook, you saw how he was cheering for his son, getting happy every time he made a goal. Finally the match got over. You see how fine he played? I didn't know he is this good. My son really proved to be my pride. You smiled. After all, he got all the qualities from you. He smiled and looked at you. I feel like I'm missing so much by not giving enough time to him. Now I'll make sure to be with him. Wow, seems like you're super happy. Jungkook looked at you and nodded. Right, I'm really happy. You really like my game? I don't know, but I was a bit nervous, especially when I realized you were there too. Jungkook and you both left a little confused. Why is that? Why were you nervous in front of your own dad? You asked, not able to control your curiosity. Jungsu looked at his father because dad is always perfect in what he does. Jungkook chuckled and ruffled his hair. It's not always same. I do get nervous and also mess up a lot of times, but I always try hard and you were amazing. I was so shocked and happy. Really? Thank you. You were grilling the veggies as you all came to a famous barbecue restaurant that is Jungsu's favorite. Open your mouth, you said, looking at Jungsu, and blew the food before feeding him. Jungkook also opened his mouth. Where's mine? You chuckled and fed him a piece of tofu. At least don't behave like a child here. This is love, my boy. You will never understand until you grow up and find someone amazing like your mom. And because I have my beautiful wife, I can act however I want. Jungsu looked at you. Mom, you have spoiled him so much. Why, are you jealous? Jungkook, who talks to their children like this? Let him, Mom. He's not less than a child anyways. You both looked at him shocked while he started to enjoy his food.